Ilia Malinin just revealed what really happened at the Olympics, and it's not what anyone expected. Not a physical injury, not bad ice, not bad luck. A complete mental breakdown on Olympic ice in front of 10,000 people. The quad god, unbeaten since 2023, collapsed from first place to 8th in 4 minutes. 4 years of work destroyed in one performance. And what he said afterward will break your heart. Friday night, February 13th, 2026, Milano Ice Arena. The men's figure skating free skate final. Simone Biles is in the stands. Nathan Chen is watching. Ilia Malinin's father Roman is in the crowd. He is the final skater of the night, with a 5-point lead after the short program. He just needs a decent performance, and gold would be his. The quad god is in his element. The arena goes quiet. His music starts, with his own voice echoing through the speakers, saying the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. On a good night, it is a battle cry. Tonight it feels like a warning. First jump, a quad flip. He lands it, but barely. The crowd cheers, but something feels off. Then comes the quad axel, the jump only he can land. It requires 4.5 rotations. He has done it dozens of times. He approaches, builds speed, takes off, and then something breaks. Mid-air, his body will not cooperate. He pops the jump. 4.5 rotations becomes 1.5. Just a single axel. The crowd gasps. The quad god has just failed his signature move. He tries to recover. Quad Lutz lands it but shaky. Quad loop next. He pops it. 4 rotations become 2. A double loop. His timing is destroyed. He goes for a quad Lutz combination, launches into the air, and falls hard. He cannot complete the second jump. Gets up, keeps skating. You can see it in his face. He is lost. Final jumping pass. Quad Salchow into triple axel, one of his easiest. He takes off and pops it to a double, then falls again. Second fall of the program. He gets up slowly, finishes on autopilot. The music ends. He stands center ice, head dropping into his hands. He shakes his head in disbelief. The crowd sits in stunned silence. He raises his arms, skates off, devastation written across his face. The score, 156.33 in the free skate, 15th place out of 24. Total, 264.49. 8th place overall, nearly 80 points below his personal best. Mikhail Shaidarov of Kazakhstan wins gold. Japan takes silver and bronze. The quad god does not medal. Before we get to what really happened out there, we should talk about who Ilia Malinin is. He was 21 years old. He is the son of 2 Olympians, Roman Skorniakov and Tatiana Malinina. His mother is his coach, though she did not come to Milan for the games. He gave himself the nickname Quad God when he was a teenager because he could land quadruple jumps that nobody else could touch. He is the only person in history to land a quad axel in competition, the most difficult jump in figure skating. He is a 2-time reigning world champion. He has been unbeaten since 2023 with 14 straight competition wins. He has been outscoring his competitors by 10, 30, sometimes 40 points. Untouchable until Friday night. He faced the media after the skate and he did not make excuses. He said he blew it. That was the first thing that came to his mind. There is no way that just happened. But then he went deeper into what actually occurred on the ice, and it is heartbreaking. He admitted the nerves were so overwhelming. All the traumatic moments of his life started flooding his head. Before getting into his starting pose, those experiences, memories, thoughts, and pressure, it just felt so overwhelming. He did not know how to handle it. He said his legs felt like stone. He could not take a deep breath. When the quad axel moment came, he had a complete mental block mid-air and his body just would not cooperate. He said it is not like any other competition. It is the Olympics. He definitely underestimated the pressure. He thought he could treat it like any other competition, but he was wrong. Sports analyst Christine Brennan called it bluntly. She said it was probably the worst meltdown in figure skating history, certainly Olympic history, by a favorite. As big an upset in sports as we have probably ever seen. But here is the thing, this was not the first warning sign. Days earlier, during the team event short program, he stepped out of a triple axel, one of his easier jumps. He finished second behind Japan's Yuma Kageyama, shocking at the time, but he rallied for the free skate and won team gold for the United States. Then on Wednesday, before the individual short program, he admitted something. He said he did not think it would be that heavy. The Olympic atmosphere is crazy. He even skipped his final practice session that day. He said he wanted to just lie in bed instead. He was trying to escape the pressure building inside him. For the individual short program on Tuesday, he seemed like he had figured it out. He took a 5-point lead over Kageyama. The quad god looked like he was back. Confident, in control, ready to dominate. He was not. The pressure was still there, building, waiting for the moment when it mattered most. And there is one more thing he mentioned that adds context to all of this. He missed the 2022 Beijing Olympics. He was too young, not ready. He did not make the team. That left him with what he called a desperate need to prove himself. 4 years of that feeling building up. 4 years of knowing this was his shot. 4 years of pressure compounding on itself. All of it released in 4 minutes on Friday night, and it destroyed him. And here's what makes this even more heartbreaking. When the scores posted and 8th place became official, Ilia Malinin stood up and walked straight to Mikhail Shidorov, the 21-year-old from Kazakhstan who had just skated the performance of his life. Malinin hugged him and said, "You deserve it. No bitterness, just grace in the worst moment of his career." Shidorov was crying, overwhelmed. He had just won Kazakhstan's first ever Olympic gold in men's figure skating. He said later that Malinin was the best skater in history and that the ice was slippery. While Shidorov stood on the podium with Japan's Yuma Kageyama and Shun Sato, Malinin faced reporters. He told them he was still trying to understand what happened. All he knew was it was not his best skate. It was something he had not been expecting. It was done, and he could not change it, even though he would have loved to. He started to mention ice conditions, then stopped himself and said, "Everyone skates on the same ice." No excuses, just honesty about the mental battle he lost. Here's what this reveals about Olympic pressure. You can be the best in the world, unbeaten for years, master every technical element, and still collapse under the weight. It is not about skill. It is about handling the moment when the entire world is watching, when 4 years comes down to 4 minutes, when being perfect technically is not enough, because you also have to be mentally bulletproof. Ilia Malinin is one of the most talented figure skaters on the planet. He can do things nobody else can. The quad axel, 7 quads in one program. But that night, his mind betrayed his body. He has team gold from earlier in the games. He has at least 1 Olympic gold medal, but it is not the one he wanted, not the individual glory, not the moment that was supposed to define his career. He is 21, Milan. 2026 probably is not his last Olympics. 2030 is 4 years away. Another chance, but this performance will haunt him. Those 4 minutes will replay in his mind forever. The quad axel he popped, the falls, the 8th place finish when gold was right there. What do you think of Ilia's performance? Tell us in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more Olympic news.